This woman came into my home and stole my little girl. I don't want to hurt this woman. I just want Sophie back. I just want my daughter back.
I can't breathe. You're taking up all the air. I feel like I'm drowning.
I don't understand.
I tried. Maybe I didn't. I don't know anything anymore. I just know that I don't want to be married. Not anymore. Not to you.
You need this baby like you need more bad luck.
Mom, if you didn't want to help, why don't you just say so?
Cal.
Get back in the house. It's 1 o'clock in the morning. I don't want to put on a show for the neighbors.
I'm pregnant.
You know what my CO would say if I divorced a pregnant woman?
It's none of his business.
Yeah, right. I'll be sure to tell him that when he puts in my efficiency rating that I walked out on my unborn child.
What did you do with the baby, Karen?
Are you crazy? I didn't do anything.
Tell me where you hid the body. I didn't kill Sophie, you son of a bitch! I didn't kill her! Take him home, Mrs. Williams. I'll be in touch.
Don't you want to see your baby girl, Captain Hudson?
Hey everybody, you know how I was saying I was looking forward to getting onto a different kind of movie away from the sequels? This isn't what I kind of had in mind, but whatever. I just got done watching 1992's Baby Snatcher, starring Nancy McKeon, Veronica Hamill, Michael Madsen, pre-X-Files David Duchovny, Penny Fuller, etc. It's totally a made-for-TV movie based on a true story. I've watched this before once, good number of years ago. I've still got the old cash converter sticker on the case. Look, £5 I paid for this second-hand nuisance. But anyway, so it is the most generic story. I know it's based on a true story and this kind of stuff happens, but there are so many movies like this, it's ridiculous. Basically, Veronica Hamill plays Bianca, a woman who's married to Michael Madsen's Cal, and he's in the Air Force and he's totally bored of Bianca by now. So he's like, oh, I'm filed for a divorce. So she's like, oh, I'm pregnant. Except then she falls ill. She has while decorating the nursery, she falls ill and it turns out she has like acute diabetes, dreadful diabetes, and it's basically her baby's dead, or I wasn't quite clear on that. They were all like, you shouldn't have the baby and stuff like that, and the next thing we know it's gone, except of course she doesn't tell Cal, and then she goes about lying her ass off by stuffing padding down her dress, knickers and everything. I would like to congratulate her on getting awesome knickers that not only come up to here, but also easily pad out. But anyway, without falling down, because that's quite some elastic for it to stick around there. But anyway, so meanwhile, Nancy McKeon plays Karen, who is pregnant and knocked up by her lover, David, played by David Duchovny. And can we take a moment to laugh my ass off at the fact that his name in this is David Anderson. He plays a married guy having an affair with Karen, and I was just waiting for it to turn out that his wife in this were called Gillian. Unfortunately not. She's called Anne, but we're getting close. I was just like so close to when The X-Files was made. I thought that was... I know Anderson is a generic name and everything, but it was just so funny. I was just like, David Anderson, that's just brilliant. So yeah, anyway, David knocked up his secretary without telling his wife that he was having an affair, continues to see Karen, is all very loving with her, but refuses to like commit to one or the other. I don't know, these men, they're just all just cheats and liars. And basically she then gets desperate because she's struggling to bring the money in. She's working. She needs a new babysitter, and lo and behold, Bianca goes along while Karen's mum is looking after the kids. Bianca goes along to pretend to go for the job, and when, of all things, Karen's mum wanders off to answer the phone, Bianca's holding a baby and decides, of course, to wander off with it. And then a whole investigation begins. And it's the same, honestly, this, like I say, this story has been told so many times. And I've seen it done badly. I've seen it done well. This kind of falls in the middle. I stand by the fact that I love character development. That takes time. I get that. But this movie takes a good hour setting up just the premise. The very simple premise, you know, Bianca's a manipulative evil bitch. She's married to a twat, while Karen is a pushover who's dating a douchebag. I mean, it's, you know, I mean, what's what's to set up about that? But the whole, like, search for the baby, and, I mean, Bianca, once she has the baby, she gets so, you know, because the baby's crying and everything, she gets so tired of it so quickly, and the whole thing is resolved within literally, this is only a 90-minute film. You know, as a TV movie, I was surprised it wasn't longer. But the whole, like, once the baby's taken, it only takes half hour to wrap that up. And I was just like, okay. More tension would have been nice. More drama, more... I don't know, maybe it's because I've seen stuff like The Hand That Rocked the Cradle and stuff like that. I don't know, I just... It's I mean, it's made in 1992. The acting is so... I mean, Michael Madsen has acted worse. Just think Blood Rain. And just think slightly better than that. I have seen him act worse, like I say. But it's not everybody's bad in this. It's just... I don't know. I really don't know what to say about this. It is so... I mean, if you like your daytime kind of true movies kind of stuff, this is perfect. And you know what? It's not bad. It's not. I have seen much worse TV movies, much worse true stories put into movie. This isn't that bad. It's just been overdone. So, again, I guess, as I kind of said with some... Actually, I am repeating myself, and I am sorry about that. But if you like your daytime stuff, if you just want something on, maybe during the day while you're doing the housework or whatever, it's not bad to watch in the background. But if you're watching it for David Duchovny, it's not worth it. He's barely in it. And when he is, he's a total douchebag. He is so annoying in it. And there were a couple of moments where I totally saw Mulder coming out in him. But yeah, it's Veronica Hamill's not that bad. She does come over as she fits the role perfectly. I guess Nancy McKeon fits the role of the Karen character. I don't know if they are similar to what the real life versions. But I guess she is good. She's good as that mousy kind of character. I just didn't really feel any real emotion from anybody when the baby was taken. It felt all very wooden, and I don't know if that's because it is early 90s. But it did feel very schlocky, I guess. Just, yeah, but like I say, there are much worse, but there are much better. But like I say, if you just want to kill some time, then check it out. But I'd only give it an average 5 out of 10, because it is kind of middle of the road. So anyway, that was tonight's movie, Baby Snatcher. And I've just seen what tomorrow's movie is, and it's another TV movie, but it's more of a thriller. So I'm not going to say what it is until tomorrow, but we'll see you then. Have a good day, everybody, and I'll see you tomorrow.